It's time for another one of these. My face blistering cold up here. Apparently, and I checked the weather. I shouldn't have checked it because now it's going to become a reality. It's 3 degrees. It feels like 3 degrees, but it's actually 7 degrees up here on this hill. But yeah, I just wanted to share something I just thought about 20 minutes ago, and I've been thinking about it. Everyone, you think everyone is like you. That's how I think. I think that's how many people think. Like, you think the whole world thinks like you think. You think the whole world does the same things as you. And then you change your habits, and then you're shocked because suddenly you realize everyone does those new habits. And I think it can work for or against some people. I'll tell you what I mean. So basically, when I was just sitting at home playing video games or whatever, I mean, you sort of don't hang out with people when you're like on digital platforms. Today you can get away with being on your own and doing those things. Like when I was younger and I just played video games, I'm still young, but when I was like 14, 15, and I was just playing video games all day on like digital platforms, talking to people my age, I was like, this is pretty normal. I think everyone just plays games all day. Then I sort of got out of that, got into cycling, and I thought, wow, everyone does cycling. And then I fell into a little rut. Not a rut, sort of, I guess you could call it that. This is more recent, probably early this year, where I didn't have a job. I didn't have any responsibilities, didn't have, anything I had to go to. But I was also kind of miserable, and I'll tell you about this. I'll be straightforward and honest about this, because life felt like it had no meaning. Life felt like, what the fuck is even the point? Excuse the French, but I'm just going to be real. I'm like, here I am, I'm in a nice enough house. And when I say nice, I'm not going to say like, ooh, like such a good house, like it's a flex. But like, I've got a warm bed in a room, living with my family, living off the back of them, because obviously I didn't have any income or very little income at that time. I knew how to get income. I basically worked as an independent contractor for a bit. When I needed the money, I'd make about 300 in a day, and then I'd just be like, you know what, that's my one day of work for this month, and then I'd just live off that 300 and just like coast, because I was lazy as fuck, just sort of giving up on everything. But anyway, it's like, damn, everyone my age, the entire Gen Z, they've all given up. That's what I thought at the time, because I was like, this is my situation, how could anyone else's be any different? And then things started going my way, and this is where things have changed. So I got a job, for one. Finally I decided, you know what, because I'd done a few casual jobs as well on the side, just to fill in the gaps, because I'd sort of been like, you know what, I need to get some work. So I took anything. I did some casual labor hire, worked in a factory for a bit, and I always thought, you know what, I really wish I was a truck driver. I've always wanted to be one of the truck drivers. Like when I was in high school, I was thinking, you know what, if all else fails, I can't go wrong. Where am I going? If all else fails, I can't go wrong with truck driving. I should know where I am, because I do this I've done this for years, this same path. But I was thinking, if all else fails, if I just be a truck driver, nothing can really go wrong, career-wise. Anyway, I'm So I never really took that step because, I'm 19 and I was thinking, wow, I'm too young. I don't even see myself doing that. So anyway, I did the training. I did the one-day course thing, upgraded my license from Class C to medium rigid, got a job as a truck driver really quickly, and that's what I've been doing ever since. And I'm cashed up. I make so much money. Got out of bed every day nice and early. Like wake up at 5 every day, and I don't have a choice. Well, I do have a choice, but I'm not quitting the job because I like the job as well. I love my job. It's a fun one. Like I never wake up and go, fuck, I gotta go to work today. I'm like, let's get it. I started getting out of bed early for work every day, and I'm out on the road talking to people, lots of people, like 25, 30 people every day. Just like lots of new people I meet pretty much on a daily basis. I'll meet 5 or 10 new people, which is pretty cool, that I haven't seen before. But yeah, then I realized, wow, everyone's out. Like even my generation, everyone's working, because when I was at work, I see other people my age at work. And I saw some people who were pretty successful, and I was thinking, there's a lot of people my age who are successful. So that started to, bring me up. And, that was really good. Because there were times where I would be inside all day and it would be rare for me to even go outside. Or just to be like 2 blocks down from where I lived, from the house. Like I'd be in the car. I was either in the house or I would be in the car going somewhere, just like McDonald's, right? I go to Macca's just because, that's the only thing I really had at that time to entertain myself. But anyway, I'd be in the car, I'd look out the window and I'd see someone I sort of know, like a neighbor. I'd be like, that's so rare for me to see them. What are the chances that they're out of the house about 2 blocks away? I used to find it's so rare for me to see the neighbor, because that's just, what are the chances someone gets out of the house? But no, today I'm realizing, like, everyone's always out of the house. Whoa, pay attention. And I think it works well for some people, and it works against other people. Like there's ways that you can leverage this. Like it's good and it's bad in a certain way. Like this mentality, because I think everyone has this mentality. Or it could be just this mentality in my head thinking everyone has this mentality. But when you do something, you hang around similar people who are like-minded, or their way of thinking brought them to the same place as you, and then you sort of think that everyone is similar and everyone's like this. Look, they did controlled burns. Look at all of that. So yeah, that's basically it. But I was gonna say it works against people, I guess, for weight loss. And it works well for me because I'm skinny. But I go to Macca's and I see, or like any event with like food trucks and stuff, and I look around and I go, wow, everyone's fat. This isn't for me. So it locks me out. When you are already in a good habit, then you sort of stay in that good habit. This keeps you to retain it. But when you're in a bad habit, say you're fat and you go to McDonald's, right? Like, oh, everyone's fat. This is just normal. You only see skinny people on TV and in adverts to sell a product. I guess that's their experience. I've never been a fat person, so I can't really say. But that's like one of my theories on what makes it so hard for people who are like overweight and stuff to lose it, is because I look around and everyone in their circles that do the same habits as them is overweight. So they'll probably think, look, everyone's fat. This is just normal. This is okay. But really, it's probably somewhere more about, I wouldn't say everyone's lean either. It would probably be somewhere more in the middle. But from my experience, everyone's lean. from the circles I'm in. So then fast forward to that person. So like I go to parkrun occasionally when I can make it. When I go there, I see everyone's lean and I'm like, this is my people, these are my people, because they're all similar build to me, or some even better build than me, because I'm still getting there. I've put on a bit, still got the 6-pack going, but you know, it's not the same as it used to be. Now I'm eating like junk food every day, but I'm still exercising, but I put on a bit of weight. I'm trying to make sure the 6-pack doesn't go away, because I got it now. But a year down the line, I don't want to see no 6-pack when I look down. I want to still see the 6-pack. But anyway, yeah, when I go there and I'm like, damn, everyone's a runner. Like everyone does this habit. And then I'm like, okay, I'll keep doing it. This is awesome. And it's so easy to be motivated because you see yourself in the habit, you see other people in the habit. Like when I'm walking up here, I'm like, wow, I wasn't expecting there to be so many people up here. Like there's so much resistance to even get out of the door after a long day of work. I've worked for only 8 hours today, standard, no overtime today because I was quick. But I mean, still, you get home and then you're like, oh, I don't want to leave the house. I just want to stay at home. Then you get out and you realize everyone's done it. Everyone's out of the house and there's so many people. It's crazy. Albeit I haven't met one since I started recording. This has been a quiet trail, probably because the sun's going down. But I did see quite a few people. I've seen about 6 people on this like fairly remote trail in winter, in the coldest part of the year, where I don't want to be in Adelaide. I want to move to Queensland. That's a whole nother video. And I don't think it's gonna happen until at least next year. I've got to do it next year. I'll get into it in another video. But anyway, I just wanted to say, yeah, so I don't get to the point. I just don't get to the point, do I? I wanted to say, when those fat people, they get to the fitness circles, they go to the gym, and they see everyone's lean, that sort of works against them, because they enter the new circle and they see everyone's different to them, and then they're like, damn, this isn't for me, this is only for lean people. But they don't see, I guess they can if they think logically, but you know, the subconscious is like, doesn't really see, and all of these like messages in their brain of what is like basically pushing them to where they want to go, subconsciously is saying and doesn't see that those people are skinny because they went to the gym. They're not at the gym because they're skinny. You know what I'm talking about? Like, and that's cliche. You don't need to go to the gym to get lean. Look at what I'm doing now. Like, you can get lean on literally $0. You don't need to spend money on fancy courses or whatever bullshit. You just need to get out there and do what you feel like. Not do what you feel like. Do what is available to you right now. There's so much available. If you don't have beautiful trails like these or hills, there is still something. If you live in a flat suburb in San Francisco, or not in like the sprawl of Manhattan or something like that, like, just know you can still go out and run the blocks. This is a bit of a tangent. Anyway, I just wanted to end off with that. Like, if you do the right thing and you want to go in a certain direction, then like, try and be like the people that already have formed those habits and have been doing that thing that you've just started for years. Like, look at it as like, everyone does this, and because humans want to be like everyone, what is one more thing? Because humans want to be like the people around them, you get the stimuli that tells you like, I should be like the others. I have to be like, because that's what compels us in life. Like, you look back to high school, what shoes was everyone wearing? Well, in my school it was uniform, but I guess it's an example that the Americans will appreciate. What was everyone wearing? You felt pressured to fit in, and even like at events, what clothes you put on was like determining your social status. It's the same here in these other circles. What you actually do with these other circles and how successful you are in that thing actually determines your social status. So golf club, if you're a good golfer, you got good social status. Runner, if you're a fast runner, you got good status. And if you're at the gym and you're lean and you're ripped and you go in there every day, you get good social status. So I guess sometimes that pressure can be a bad thing, but if you look past that and you think, all right, everyone here has what I want and I just started this, and look at what these successful people are doing in this circle, and then I'm sort of like, if I copy that, then I'll be in good standing, I'll fit in. So then that pressure actually pressures you to get good running times and stuff like that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next one. Let's finish this one off. Peace.